Hello guys and welcome back to another show match. Today we have Powermoes, who is currently ranked champ 8 on the 1v1 ladder at the moment, and SuperSquid, who is ranked champ 12. So Super has banned Colony, Moes has banned Yap, and we're jumping straight into map 1 here on Rift. We're going to be getting Forge versus Cutter. Now, never seen Powermoes actually play UNSC, let alone Cutter, so let's see how this goes down for him. I have played Super's Forge a few times, but I do think if Cutter is played well, he can beat Forge. So Powermoes is going to be repping the Netherlands. He's probably the only high-level player I know from the Netherlands, so he's got the whole country on his back, on his shoulders right now in this show match versus SuperSquid, all the way from the USA. Plenty of good players from the USA. Jumping into game number 1. Opening Jackrabbit for SuperSquid with a supply pad. Moes is opting to open with a Marine, so it's going to take him a while to get to the side power if he chooses to run over there. Does have raid 1, but obviously the Jackrabbit is still faster. Opening double Marine and double supply pad now. SuperSquid doing the same, opening double supply pad, and he's actually going straight for a mini steal. Generally, you don't. If you're going for a mini steal on this match, you don't want to be going for this mini over here, because that's generally the first one the other player picks up. Normally, you go for the back one, but let's see what happens. And Moes is actually opening triple supply pads, so he won't want to lose this mini. He is going towards his minis now. It's going to be close. The Jackrabbit is on his way in. And Super does pick that mini base up, and that's going to be a lot of trouble for Cody here. Reliant on getting out a lot of Marine numbers early on, and it's going to be a mini base down against the Forge, who has a lot better eco with that rolling economy, can upgrade his pads a lot faster and a lot cheaper. And due to the mini steal, we've got our Barracks 5th coming out from Moes, so he's going to be building some flamers to try and kill that as quickly as possible. Super just doubling back for his mini bases now. He opted to delay those to get his second generator, so that mini still did set him back a bit, but the second generator is coming up at about 1 minute 55, and he is going to grab both of these minis as well. Like we mentioned earlier, Moes did not build a Jackrabbit, so he can't get over here quick enough to try and steal them. Did manage to pick up both of the side power bundles though. What I would have done if I was SuperSquid is, as soon as the Jackrabbit stole the mini, gone straight to the power. The fuck does that mean, Nathan? It's like one of Moses' Marines is just going to get picked off here by that Jackrabbit. Using the attack ground hack to make the Jackrabbit shoot faster there. Has 2 upgraded power extractors as well. So it looks like he's just going to try and go into Tech 2. If he goes into Hogs, it's not normally the best thing you want to do against Cutter. But we do actually have a Barracks from SuperSquid, so looks like he's going to try and hold on to this mini base for as long as possible, but one Flame of S3 here is going to get easily picked off. For Jerome. So Jerome on his way out for Powermoes now, and he has got rid of his barracks. He's going into a second generator, so only got a couple of flamers out. Yeah, needs to start picking up some of these power nodes. He has one, working on his second one now. He needs that extra power to catch up to SuperSquid's tech here. SuperSquid already building turrets, 1 built, second on the way, and he has queued up Tech 2 as well. Meanwhile, he is going to lose this mini base. Well done by Super to sack the barracks to get some money back before the mini base does fall. Powermoes going to be picking up that third power node, and Super's about to get into tech 2. Garage is going down. Double garage going down. Still has the barracks up as well, and an armory going up on top of that. Now using that rolling economy strength to upgrade these supply pads so he has more blue to be able to double pump these hogs out. EOD 8 and 12 is their current position on the 1v1 ladder. And we're actually getting pushed up to the main base from Powermoes here. He's probably going to back off as soon as he sees that he is in tech 2. Can't really push this. There is 2 turrets at the back. He's going to take a lot of casualties if he tries pushing up to there. Good Quay, how are you? Should probably be on your sub account so you can spam those emotes.
Armory constructed. Our base is under attack.
Now the Flamers are on this mini base. He's got Warhogs coming out, so they should be able to deal with them. The Spartan's actually on the other mini base, so he won't be able to jack any or kill any of these Warhogs. And Forge Hog's on his way out now. Super needs to be careful with that early Forge Hog because it will not be upgraded as soon as it comes out. And with Moses' army on his front doorstep, he needs to try and avoid that Spartan slam.
Under fire from ground troops. Our base is under attack.
Powermoes takes down the mini base there. About to take his 4th power node as well. Like he microed the Flamers away and they're coming back in. Gonna leave one on whole ground, just checking for that Expo. Moes has now picked up his Expo, probably in Tech 2 as well. Yeah, Spartan Laser coming out for that upgrade, and Moes is looking really good in this game. 59 population to 33. Forge Hog is out, unupgraded yet, but he's going to the left-hand side. Super's main base is pretty well protected by those 3 turrets, so he can afford to roam out. He just needs to not get caught by the Spartan. Now that he has the anvil around, a lot of hogs coming up as well. Do we still have barracks? We do have a barracks out of Moes. We've got 1 Cyclops on the way. 2 already out, and here comes the engagement in the middle. Like Super's just going to kite it with the Warhogs here, and the units from Moes won't be able to catch him.
Defensive aura upgrade complete.
Moes just needs to build a bit of a bigger army and then start engaging with that ODST drop. He should be able to catch most of this, and Super's pushing in. The Spartan Slam goes down with the mines as well. Kind of missed the mine slightly, but he did get a good stun off there. No follow-up with the ODSTs. 1 mine does go off, kills 1 Warhog, and the other Warhog gets stolen by the Jerome there. Super's forced to back off. Good Cyclops drop, stunning the Warhog there. Another one going to get picked off, and this is why you do not go Warhogs against Cutter. Bet 2 Cyclops do really well, and Super's going to try and pick up that base, not realising that Powermoes does have a unit on the high ground there, and he's just going to leave it as well. That'd be a good pick off. Kill that Cyclops. Does cost 150 power. Needs to start taking these power nodes back as well. Already 4 power nodes to 0 in favour of Powermoes here. That Expo does get denied. Powermoes has his Expo upgraded. Looking very solid in this game. And Super looks like he's just trying to avoid the army of Cutter here. Going up to the main base. There's actually no turrets on this base. So this is actually a decent push from Super. Doesn't have a lot of units, and the smoke goes down to smoke the heavy supply pad there. 1 turret finally coming up, and Powermoes is all units in all the way back. Looks like that's going to be an anti-vehicle turret coming up from Powermoes as well, and a second turret trying to come up at the back. Kodiak drop coming down as well from Super. He's actually committing here. Probably not what he wants to do. Moes wants to cancel that upgrade. It doesn't look like he gets it before the turret does die. Second turret goes down. Kodiak drop at the back, but there is a Spartan here. He can jack one. There goes the scatter bomb. The slam actually goes down on the units with the mines. A lot of units dying there, but the mines should kill a lot of those units once they go off as well. Looks like the Kodiak drop actually destroyed the mines there. ODST's coming down a lot of red bar units here from Super. He needs to back off and he's wasted the Kodiak drop. So he's going to lose 1200 blue there. He can go tech free and get that tech free Forge now though. Not doing too much damage to the base. But he is doing a lot of damage to this army. So a lot of units. Red bar Wolverine at the back. Needs to keep that alive for this Nightingale. It's healing this army nicely with the 2 Cyclops there. Good anvil round in the middle of the army. The Spartans red bar as well. Looks like Mers is going to focus that Wolverine down. He still has the Nightingale alive. Just a Forge Hog left to deal with this army. Good Cyclops drop again from Powermoes. Forge Hog is going to die with that stun. Super committed everything, lost everything, and he's going to resign. And Powermoes is going to take game number 1. I hate when it does that. Alright, what an exciting game from these 2 champ players. I'm going to be going into game number 2, which I believe is going to be Bedrock. What happened to that sub redneck? Game number 2 going down on Bedrock. And remember, Powermoes known as a one-trick Colony player, showing that he can play cutter there, taking down Super Squid, and Colony is banned in this series. Hey, mod cannot be bought, and it's definitely worth more than $2.50. And game number 2 on Bedrock, we're going to be seeing Vordus going against Atriox. Vordus normally pretty good on Bedrock, but does get countered by Atriox. And Mers, as we saw, was the better player in that first game. Both players going to be opening up Chopper to start with. Vordus is going to be going for that mini steal.
Harvester constructed.
Bit slow on his second pad there, Super. And the upgrade as well. Changed his rally point to the power as well instead of the mini base. Both choppers now coming out. And he's actually sent a grunt all the way there. That grunt's in trouble because the chopper has seen it. Let's see if he wastes his ram on the grunt rather than the chopper here. Whereas his second grunt is coming in to support. Some early engagements under a minute in the game here. Super recklessly is going to lose that grunt. Chopper's just kind of riding around, not doing a lot at the moment. He could have been picking up these resources. If he knew he was going to lose the grunt anyway, he could have ran the grunt all the way to the mini base just to distract the chopper and make it chase him down.
Power extractor constructed.
Okay, now Mers has the chopper, stealing Squid's power here.
Upgrade complete.
War Council is coming down 5th from Powermoes. No mini bases collected by Super Squid yet. Powermoes is doubling back now to pick up his. Has one, takes the second one. No upgraded power extractor from Super Squid yet. Bit late on that as well. Going to be going for the second gen also.
Attack from enemy vehicles.
There you go, red chopper is weaker than the blue one here. Looks like Mercer's not used his ram yet, however, Squid has, so he's going to have to chase this down himself. Sentinels take off a few shots there as well to add some extra damage to the red chopper, but he is going to escape. Atriox Chosen is 40 seconds out. Super Squid's actually going to be able to steal a mini base here.
Leader point earned.
Would have been better for him if he could manage to steal that a lot earlier, because that Chosen's on its way out, so any jump at brutes that are going to try and come and harass this base will get picked off quite easily.
Mini base complete.
Did Vex actually coach Super Squid? Because Rock said earlier that him and Agonized Storm have been training Super Squid to beat me in a show match. Okay, so that second generator from Powermoes is going to be going down on the back mini base, and that is a late raid cam. That mini base again has been up for a while. A lot of late decisions here from Super Squid. Alright, there is a turret coming up on Super's main, so he must be expecting something from us. Now the Chosen is out and upgraded. The War Council has been destroyed and a raid camp's coming up for Powermoes. So he's going to be committing more to Tech 1. Some jump back brutes, probably with countermeasures to help deal with whatever Super's got. Scouts the raid camp now, but the Chosen straight on it. Sat outside the mini base, plucking away, taking shots. Possibly units locked inside there. This is Tech 2 coming from Super. Super is getting into Tech 2, so the raid camp looks like it's just a decoy. However, Powermoes again, just like we saw the first game, Super Squid went for a quick tech and Powermoes opted to play Tech 1 and take the power nodes. And that's exactly what we're seeing happen again. And we know what happened the first game. Moes did come on top with that strategy. Now, Mike, Yoda said your lessons are bad, and I believe Yoda. Yoda's a very trustworthy person. Trust him with my life. Okay, that mini base has been destroyed. Powermoes going to pick that up. One jump back route managed to escape. Powermoes can now go Tech 2 as well. Has the bigger army, and he has a Chosen, so not looking great for Super Squid at this moment in time, who has a raid camp and a foundry coming up.
Raid camp constructed. Turret improved. Our base is under attack.
And that's going to be about to be 5 Powermoes to 0 here. Grenadier drop going down on the generator at the back. Trying to pick off these jump back brutes while the other jump back brute hits the generator. Does have combat spoils. Sucks up the goo as well to help add the extra damage. And the Chosen pushing up with this army of grunts. And Super Squid just kind of has nothing to defend right now. Committed to an anti-infantry turret. Has 3 turrets on the main base, but he's going to lose his mini bases because he has no army to defend them. Powermoes is now building his expo as well. Looks like he's most likely to lose that generator. Nothing to really defend that. So he's going to be back down to 1 gen. And that is giving Super Squid quite a bit of income. That's going to help him get his leader out, get some rangers out. And he loses an extra mini base. Looks like we're now going to be seeing the push onto the main base here. Only 1 jump pack brute here though. No grunt mans for these 12 grunts. Looks like he's got 2 hunters coming up as well. What we got? 3 rangers and a Voridus leader. Moes knows he cannot push those turrets. He's just going to back out. He has full map control, so he's pretty comfortable. He doesn't really want to lose the lead by unnecessarily pushing onto the main base there. Gets another generator on his expo as well.
Leader point earned. Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
And Super's literally just kind of pinned in right now. Has the Grenadier drop. Goo does a lot of damage to grunts. Health bars aren't great. Jump Up Brute goes on top of the Voridus, who has not used his Y ability yet. The Rangers are chasing down the army. Plasma Mine's going down from Powermoes there as well, just to deter Super Squid. Grenadier drop gets picked off. Doesn't manage to explode on any of the units. Super Squid just should keep just attacking this. He keeps moving away. It's going to keep giving him money. At least a bit of money. Mo's army's just getting stronger and stronger, and Super Squid can't really do anything at the moment. He just walked into the plasma mines. Gonna try and take the Powermoes nerd, but Powermoes is just sat here, gonna deny that quite easily.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
Yeah, Mighty Herc Super at the moment is champ 12 on the ladder at least. And Mo's is 8th.
Rangers active in the field.
When's the great Mighty Herc's going to be making a return to the ring? Or to the Ark, if we want to go there.
While since I received a new scar. Rangers here, ready to take on enemy troops.
Mini Base gets killed at the back by Super Squid. Can he pick it up though? He's not going to pick it up. Mo's going to get that back. Upgraded Expo now for Powermoes. Looks like he's just patiently waiting, either for Super to make a mistake or for him to get a bigger army, stronger army, let his eco get stronger. I was only jumping on for one show match, Quetty. I can't really play tonight. I'll be on all night tomorrow, though. I can do anything tomorrow. Invigorating Frenzy and a beam coming down from Powermoes here. Splits by Super. Atriox is weak. Gonna be a good pick off if he can pick him off, but the bulwark comes down and he has 4 engineers focusing this Atriox. Atriox does fall. Plasma mines coming into this engagement now. 64 population to 53. The goo doing a lot of damage, and he still has all his rangers. Super Squid going to be chasing down this army. What a bad engagement from Powermoes there, and good splits by Super in that beam. This army's going to get chased down. He needs to pick up his expo now as well while he's pushing this off. And Moes doesn't have the War Council up. He's going to have to rebuild that, so that Trox is going to be probably a minute and a half away. This is the time for Super Squid to retake the power nodes, get his expo. Thought he killed that mini. Guess Mo's got it back. See what he does here. Mo's going to be playing defensively now. The shield gen's on his way back up. He still has 42 population. Mostly Engies though. There is a Locust there. Going to stop the cap of the node at least. It's a split off all his units for these power nodes. He should get onto the base. There's no units there, and he has combat spoils. It's going to be too late though because the shield is going to come up, but at least it's not on the main base.
Upgrade complete.
There's a beefy health bar on that Voidus leader. Super Squid opted to take 1 power node out of the 5 so far for some reason. It's a really good engagement for him, but now he needs to keep on top and keep himself in this game. You tech free? Super Squid is tech free. With a few stealth, the tech free hero upgrade about to be researched with Rifts on the way out. And exactly the same from Powermoes as well. Looks like they hit tech free at the same time. Both going into Rifts, both getting those leader upgrades. And H-Jox is back out on the map. And Super Squid hasn't even finished taking the first power node yet. It's been a good 2 minutes.
We're being harassed by enemy harvester constructed.
And Moes is just going to take another engagement. Grenadier drop off to the side there. Not actually on the army. Viability coming down from Voidus. Invig is back up. Going to help him in this engagement once again. Plasma mines coming down. Doesn't want to walk into those. Wants to focus fire those as quickly as possible.
Harvester constructed.
Didn't really get what he wanted out of the engagement this time from Super Squid. He did waste the Invig there. Didn't really pick off a lot of units. And he's just going to back off.
Our allies are in danger.
Now, he is Voidus. He should have a unit on this mini base, just milking it for what it's worth. Got his expert built. Not really upgraded yet. Gonna start funneling in some Reavers to help deal with these engineers. And we're going to be getting a push-up onto the base from Powermoes now. Base again. Still not upgraded. Super Squid forced at the back. Locust at a good range. Doing a lot of damage to this. I don't know what Super Squid's doing. He's just backing off here. He's going to lose his Expo. 65 population versus 88. Unupgraded supply pad. Everywhere. He could do with the eco right now. Especially since he's about to lose that base. And that seemed like a pretty easy pick for Powermoes there. Finally backs off to take out this mini base. And Moes is going to be getting really aggressive now. Double foundry coming out for SuperSquid. A beam coming down in the middle of the army. Going to be splitting off. But Moes' army is coming in.
I'm being hit by ground troops. It tickles.
Voidus 1v1 in the army right now. Cataclysm coming down. No teleport from Powermoes. Bit late there. A lot of units did die and a lot are red bar. But he's going to try and chase it down anyway. Drop coming down over the thing there. He's going to lose his leader if he don't back out. Vigor and Frenzy is back up, but he's going to be too late to use that to save that hero, and he's going to have to back off because the Chosen is still alive. Plasma Man's going down from Powermoes as well. Picks off a Wraith there. That is going to be an expensive loss for Voridus in this situation. Bulwark coming down for Powermoes to help heal some of these red bar units. And Super Squid is going to back off, and Super Squid's going to resign again. Powermoes going to be going 2-0 up in this series so far. Pretty easy sailing from the Netherlands, man. He didn't have a lot of money, Super Squid. He had a fully upgraded Expo, and you didn't. But when you wiped his army and pushed up to his side of the map, he didn't have a lot of eco. So game number 3 going to be going down on Frontier, I believe. Powermoes is the squad leader so far. There we go. Could be the final game. Could be the start of something special for Super Squid. He really needs to pull something out of the back. No, it cannot be a Yap Yap mirror because a Yap is banned. There we go, getting started in game number 3. Netherlands up 2-0. And we're going to be getting a Jerome mirror going down on Frontier here. Well, Miss Solar Toys, whatever your name is, you got a mirror. It just wasn't a Yap mirror. Gen Fest coming out of Powermoes with a Marine. Gen Fest with a Jackrabbit coming out of Super Squid. Gonna be expensive.
We need power. Call in a generator.
That Jackrabbit's rally point is on the power of Powermoes. Should be mostly picked up before it gets there, though. The aggression from Super Squid. What is he doing? Go kill that Marine. You've got 2 Marines right next to him. He can see him. Moes can see him. And he's going to back off. Jackrabbit's going to chase. But what is he doing? You need your own power if you want to be getting that leader out as quickly as possible and upgraded to win this. Jackrabbit's going to steal some of the power there. Powermoes is off to the right-hand side power, going to pick up that 150 over there, and he's going to the left as well, so he might get that 150, which is going to be a bit of a problem for SuperSquid. Don't know why he didn't kill that Marine with those 2 Marines he had there. Could have easily picked it off, and he won't be eating up all the power on the left-hand side right now. Just no priority from SuperSquid at the moment. War Council 5th already coming up. Slightly behind SuperSquid. SuperSquid going to be picking up one of the central mini bases. Might pick up the second one here.
Complete.
Commander drone 35 seconds out for SuperSquid, 38 seconds out for Powermoes. So Powermoes was ahead, but... And the mini still coming in from Super. Super actually doing pretty well on the mini bases if he takes the center one as well. Should be in a lot of better position than Powermoes is, as long as he doesn't lose that leader. It's all going to come down to who loses the leader first, if any.
Barracks constructed. Mini base complete.
So we do have a barracks up for SuperSquid. No barracks coming out of Powermoes. And SuperSquid does let Powermoes get that central mini base, because he had to pick up his own back at home, just in case Powermoes tried to steal it. It's going to be 4 mini bases to 2 in a second in favour of SuperSquid. So he's going to have a slight eco advantage over him. Both players going to be working on their first power mode here as well. Hasn't built on the mini base.
Mini base complete.
Both leaders now have their upgrade, and we're going to see them engage in the center for this power node here. We already have a sniper out for SuperSquid, so he should be able to win this engagement. And another sniper coming out. The barracks is only just coming up from Powermoes. If Super can scout that and put some early pressure on that, Moes will not be able to get out any snipers at the front. He start building on these mini bases as well to help his eco. Hasn't built on any of them. He's got 3 mini bases and he hasn't built on any of them with any supply pads. Alright, see you later, bro. Thanks for stopping by. That central mini is going to be picked up by SuperSquid. Snipers are at the back, going to take an engagement here. Going in on the Jerome. The Manus drop's coming down for Red. Super sits in it with the mines as well. The counter Manus drop hits the Jerome with the mines. Super's going to win this engagement. Red Jerome is weak. Blue Jerome's weak. The Manus is... Is he going to get any Manus? Snipers need to gun down that Jerome. He's struggling to get him in the madness here. Jerome does fall for Powermoes here. Looks like SuperSquid's going to be winning the engagement. Needs to get his Jerome desperately in that madness. He does, and Powermoes is going to resign. So we have a series on our hands. SuperSquid finally pulling it out of the bag with that one engagement. Both players went for the madness drop at the same time. But Super came out on top by stunning the Jerome, and Moes only got the Marines. And that's basically what a Jerome mirror is going to come down to, folks. Who has the best Mantis drop with the mines? And Super did have more mini bases, even though he neglected to build on them for his eco. But he had the sniper advantage in that engagement, so he was able to chase down and kill that Jerome before he got in the Mantis. Game number 4 now, going to be going down on Mirage, and both players might potentially be running out of leaders here. Going to be getting Voridus coming out of Powermoes versus Cutter. Very interesting. Hope SuperSquid goes for a hero. But the mini bases are quite well spread out for this map for Voridus to get a good advantage with the mini bases, and obviously the choppers as well are really difficult to deal with on Mirage. Yeah, Mosey's going to be opening chopper. Wouldn't surprise me if he's going to be going straight for the power in front of SuperSquid's base.
Supply pad constructed.
Yeah, might no repeats. It was Super who used Voridus last time. And it looks like that chopper is either going to the center or going for the power over here. Yeah, it's going to be going for SuperSquid's power, which he has not picked up because he's prioritizing the mini bases. Also delaying his third pad. Looks like he's waiting for that enough money to buy that generator. But as the generator sacks it, so again another delayed pad from SuperSquid. He could have got that supply pad a lot earlier.
Mini base complete. Mini base complete.
Powermoes is going to be picking up the central mini base, and he's on his way to work for